Hello, this is Olivia Bailey playing a little bit of a different role today. I've got the feature interview since Mark is out from this episode today, but I have my guest, Will Schulhof, a former United States Marine Corps veteran. Will, thanks for being on the set.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, a big role that you play for a lot of citizens in this community. But let's kind of start a little bit before that. Growing up, everyone kind of has what they want to do. Was being a United States Marine one of your dreams growing up?
No, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. That's what I was set on it, but didn't work out that way. And one thing led to another, and I ended up a Marine.
So was there any one particular event or one circumstance that kind of influenced your decision to go into the Marine Corps?
I would say 9/11 probably had a big role, without a doubt. But no, there was nothing that was like something happened and made me decide like, no, I'm going to go join the Marines. No, it's just a culmination of events.
And I guess being a citizen and going through 9/11, I was only in 4th grade at that time. But what kind of emotions can you remember from 9/11 or something that might have sparked some of these ideas?
Well, emotions from 9/11, I don't know, I was in 10th grade. I remember being surprised and not really knowing what was going on. It was a tragedy, that's what I remember. But having become somewhat educated since then, I like having some background and some knowledge about why I was in the Marines and like what I was doing there, and you didn't really get that focus while you were in.
So let's kind of talk about your experience in the Marine Corps. I'm assuming that you went to Parris Island, so that's the boot camp for the Marines, or
that's where Marines are made. There's
yes.
2 places where there's recruits are trained in Marines, but San Diego and Parris Island, but Parris Island's where Marines are made.
Okay, so tell me about those first few days that you spent at Parris Island.
It's culture shock. It was, what did I do? What am I doing here? And then I broke my foot. So it sucked. Sum it up. It was not fun. It was not pleasant.
But there was something that kept you going, ended up being a Marine, serving 2 tours of duty in Iraq. What kind of kept you going in the Marine Corps?
I would say, one, the guys to my left and right. I'm an athlete and a competitor for sure. And if this slug over here can do it, like there's no way I'm going to let him beat me at all, ever. So that definitely drove me. But also, let's not forget that we were involved in 2 wars and still are, or 1 at least now. So, as a citizen, I felt it was my duty to get in there and mix it up and get in a fight. It's our job as citizens of this nation.
So can you tell me about one of the most challenging days overseas, one that might stand out in your mind?
I could, but I'm going to choose not to.
Okay. Is there a specific situation that you remember being overseas?
No, if you're going to ask me about, I was in the infantry, number 1, so I'm not going to get into specifics. Some days were very challenging and other days were not, all right? It's personal, and I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, that's fine. Now you've come back to Emory-Henry. What are you studying here, and what kind of things are you involved in?
My major is Middle Eastern and Islamic Studies under the International Studies banner. And again, I am having been in the Marines and only seen the Middle East from that perspective, I have enjoyed gaining another perspective with some education. And I wish that I had the knowledge that I have now when I was in, because I think it would have made for an intriguing Marine, I guess.
And now you've got this behind your belt. What types of things what are you looking to do from this point forward? I think you graduate in December, if I'm correct.
Good Lord willing. I don't know. I do not know. My calendar reads till December, and once I graduate, I can open that next chapter of my life. But that's what I'm focused on right now. I have no idea past that.
So just personally, I guess, in day-to-day life, what is the passion that drives you to go through every single day? What really motivates you?
What motivates me? Well, I just got back from picking up the brand new copy of Halo 4 that came out today, so that motivates me. I'm an avid video gamer. Space Marines, that's cool, Beat Assassin's Creed just the other day. I know this guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for being on the set. I really appreciate you and really appreciate the service that you've done for our country. Can you kind of give us a background to what the Veterans Day ceremony is?
Sure. On November 12th at 12 o'clock at the Alumni Plaza, there's the third annual Emory and Henry Veterans Ceremony and Veterans Day Ceremony. And there's two guest speakers. One is a captain from the Air Force who I think she does something with mental health, the mental health field, and she's a friend of some of the faculty here, supposedly very great lady, and she does a lot of good work with some very relevant fields that's happening right now. And then number two, the keynote speaker is Lewis Burris, also known as Bucky Burris, who is somewhat of a celebrity around Emory and Henry. I would say he's probably the most decorated veteran from the college, and he's speaking, and I think that it's a great opportunity for the community as well as the college and the students to get out there and see what a true war hero has to say.
And students or community members who want to attend that, where and what time can they attend that?
So November 12th at 12 o'clock on campus at the at the Alumni Plaza, right in the middle of campus.
Okay, and we'll make sure that we get that out to
I appreciate
as
it.
many people as possible. So thank you for being on the set, Will.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me, Olivia Bailey, for this feature interview.